Then we were told when we presented it was that, wait a minute, we haven't seen Central State. We didn't know they needed any money. And then I was also told they want too much money. They want $5 million. Ohio State got $57 million, and you're telling me they want too much? I think the intent of this bill may be good, that we want to crack down, but we're not cracking down on the right people. We don't have any enforcement, and it's already been admitted that this could not get done nor see the light of day until 2019. And all of us know in here, we got to get reelected in order to do a new process for 2019. And so I think we should vote no in 2017 and then come back in 2019 with something that's real for the people. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I preference my comments based on the 2 calls that I got that reminds me every day of why sometimes I get up and what I say may not be popular to everyone in the room. But it's something that I have to do because these are the folks who don't have anyone to fight for them.
And she's strong. And sometimes I don't think she understands how strong she is.
She gives all of herself. Alicia is a very, very hardworking woman.
She had to work for everything that she got and has worked hard.
She's a go-getter. The one thing you cannot tell Alicia is that she can't do something. If there was a challenge or a hurdle, an obstacle, I knew I could count on her to try to figure out a solution for that.
I've known her since she was a little girl, and I tell you, she has just, I've watched her blossom in her work and in her passion, and she's doing a great job.
Well, I've been out in the streets and talking to people, and there is a great deal of disappointment.
Justice, no peace. I stand here today as a product of Dr. King's civil rights movement in the trenches of the battleground state of Ohio, city of Cincinnati, and the daughter of civil rights activist Dr. Stephen Reece Sr. and the late Barbara Howard Reece, who marched for me 50 years ago. There's a song out that says, "Look me in my face, I ain't got no worries." Today I say, look me in my face and look in the faces of millions across this nation. We're worried about stand your ground laws. We're worried about justice for Trayvon Martin. We're worried about jobs and health care. We're worried about women's rights and equality. We're worried about workers' rights and Social Security. We're worried about fairness for minority businesses. We're worried about student loans, college tuition, education, and saving our black colleges. We're worried about everyone having a chance at the American dream. No more voter suppression, throwing away ballots and voter ID laws. Today, we call for a constitutional amendment for a voter Bill of Rights to be put on the ballots in states across this country, kicking it off in Ohio in 2014. No more waiting on Clarence Thomas and partisan General Assemblies to do the right thing. No more temporary solutions to permanent problems. It's time to relaunch Dr. King's People's Movement. We must take the dream to every state, every city, every block in this country. We come today in the spirit of Betty Lou Hamer. We're tired of being sick and tired. We can't wait another 50 years. It's time to make the dream real.
Was the president of the Congressional Black Caucus, and more importantly for me, at a time we say, how can we nurture the next generation? She came to Cincinnati. I had just graduated from Grambling. I was working behind the scenes for a candidate, and I just wanted to be behind the scenes. And she saw me and said, you know what? You need to be the candidate. Now, this is pre-Obama. This is before all the young people were so excited about politics. That's before people wanted to hear about politics. And I said, well, I don't know if I want to do that, Congresswoman. I got another plan. I handed her this plan, and she said, you didn't hear me. That's why we call her auntie. She said, you didn't hear me. Do not call me until you're ready to run. And they tried to close the health clinics in Cincinnati. I started thinking about maybe I should do something and run. In 1999, I gave her a call. She was extremely busy on the Hill. I didn't think she would call me back, because you know how people say, give me a call. She called me. I almost fainted. I said, I'm thinking about running because they're going to close the health clinics in Cincinnati for city council. She said, no, you've called me now. You are running. Tell me when to be in town, and we're going to win this. And she came to Cincinnati for a city council race. And at that time, I was the youngest woman to ever run. And after Congresswoman Waters came to town, hit the streets with me, backed me, was with me every step of the way, was the youngest woman to be elected in the history of Cincinnati City Council. I went on to become vice mayor of Cincinnati, state representative, president of Black Caucus. But it all started with this woman on the line right now, Congresswoman Maxine Waters. Welcome to the program.
Oh my God. I just love hearing you recount that history. And I am so proud of you. Good to be with you this morning. And I was your auntie before I was anybody else's auntie.
Talk with AliciaReece. She is joining me now on the phone, Ohio State Representative, who is a member of the DNC Platform Drafting Committee. All right, Alicia, how do you expect the working relationship to be between yourself and somebody like a Cornel West, who's been such a strong opponent of the president?
AliciaReece is the president of the Ohio Legislative Black Caucus, the oldest black caucus in this country, representing roughly 1.5 million African Americans in Ohio. Alicia, thanks for being with me.
Thanks for having me.
And I don't think that a lot of people really understand who AliciaReece is.
And this is dedicated to my daughter, AliciaReece.
I'm Rick Gallo, president at Grambling State University. What an honor to be able to say a few words about my friend, our alum, our Graham fam, none other than the representative of the Fighting 33rd District, AliciaReece. As a student here at Grambling State University, Alicia was very involved in all facets of student life. She was a member of the Lady Tigers basketball team. She had her own radio show on KGRM FM radio station here on campus. And of course, she was our Miss Grambling State University. We're so incredibly proud of the work that Alicia has done since graduating from Grambling State University. She has represented her district both on the city council and in the state house very well. But she's also found time to continue to come back to Grambling State University to pour back into our students, to participate in alumni events, and we're just so glad to be able to claim her as our own. Alicia, we're so proud of the work that you've continued to do since leaving here at Grambling State University. Keep up the good work. We're proud of you. God bless you.